Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have an endless supply of energy and motivation? It's like they've unlocked a secret power, isn't it? Well, that's not exactly far from the truth. You see, this power is not a secret, and it's not exclusive to a chosen few. It's called motivation, and it's a force that drives us to achieve and succeed in life. But what is motivation really, and why is it so important? Motivation, in its simplest form, is the desire to do things. It's the difference between waking up before dawn to pound the pavement and lazing around the house all day. It's the crucial element in setting and attaining goals, and research shows that you can influence your own levels of motivation and self-control. When our motivation is high, we're able to maintain our focus, we're more productive, and we feel happier. We're like well-oiled machines working at our optimum level. On the other hand, when our motivation is low, everything seems difficult. We're lethargic, unproductive, and generally unhappy. It's like trying to drive a car with an empty tank. It just won't go, no matter how hard you push. But here's the good news. Experts in the field of psychology and motivation have found specific strategies that can help boost motivation and energy. These strategies are like fuel for your car. They won't make the car run by themselves, but they can ensure that the car has enough energy to move and reach its destination. So what does this mean for us? It means that we're not powerless. We can take control of our energy and motivation. We can fill up our tanks and keep them full. We can learn to tap into this power of motivation and use it to propel ourselves towards our goals. So, what are these strategies that can help us increase our energy and motivation? Stay tuned, because that's what we're going to delve into next. Scene script. Psychologists have long studied what motivates us and how we can harness this to our advantage. To truly understand motivation, let's delve into two types: intrinsic and extrinsic. You see, intrinsic motivation comes from within. It's that internal desire to engage in an activity because it's personally rewarding. Think about painting a picture because you enjoy the process, or reading a book because you're captivated by the story. In contrast, extrinsic motivation is driven by external rewards or penalties. This could be studying hard to get a good grade, or clocking in extra hours at work to secure a promotion. Both types of motivation have their place and can be powerful when used correctly. Psychologists have also found that positive reinforcement can significantly increase motivation. It's the idea of receiving a reward when a certain behavior is performed. This could be as simple as treating yourself to a favorite dessert after a week of consistent exercise, or as grand as a vacation after completing a major project. The key is to make the reward meaningful and directly linked to the task. Now let's talk about setting achievable goals. Psychologists recommend setting SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. These goals are clear, trackable, and within reach, which can greatly increase our motivation to achieve them. Among the many respected psychologists who have studied motivation, Abraham Maslow stands out with his theory of the hierarchy of needs. Maslow proposed that we are motivated by a series of 5 needs: physiological, safety, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. Once we fulfill a need, we are then motivated to fulfill the next one. This theory suggests that understanding and fulfilling our basic needs can help increase our motivation. But how can we apply these theories into our everyday lives to boost our motivation and energy? Scene script. Let's move from theory to practice. What are some practical ways we can increase our motivation and energy? First, let's talk about setting clear goals. This is the compass that guides you in your journey to success. The clearer your direction, the easier it is to stay motivated. Think about what you want to achieve, why it matters, and what steps you need to take to get there. Write these down and place them where you can see them daily. That way, you're constantly reminded of your purpose and what you're working towards. Next, consider breaking tasks down into manageable chunks. If you're faced with a massive project, it can feel overwhelming. But if you break it down into smaller, more manageable tasks, it suddenly becomes less daunting. Each completed task serves as a mini victory, boosting your motivation and propelling you forward. Speaking of victories, don't forget to celebrate them, even the small ones. Each step you take towards your goal is progress, and that's something worth celebrating. These celebrations don't have to be grand. A simple pat on the back, a sweet treat, or a few minutes of relaxation can go a long way in lifting your spirits and re-energizing you for the next task. Now, it's impossible to talk about energy and motivation without discussing lifestyle. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle is paramount. Regular physical activity gets the blood flowing and releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that boost your mood. Pair this with a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains to fuel your body and brain. And let's not forget mental health. Mindfulness practices like meditation and yoga can help reduce stress, increase focus, and improve emotional well-being, all of which can enhance your energy and motivation. These tips, while simple, can have a profound impact on our energy and motivation. But we're not done yet. What if I told you that your mindset plays a crucial role in your motivation and energy levels? Indeed, the way we perceive ourselves and our abilities can significantly impact our motivation and vitality. Let's dive into an intriguing concept proposed by psychologist Carol Dweck, the idea of a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. Imagine two individuals, one with a fixed mindset who believes that their abilities are set in stone, that they are either good at something or not. On the other hand, we have someone with a growth mindset, who views abilities as malleable, something that can be developed and improved over time through effort and persistence. Now, who do you think is more likely to feel energized and motivated? The person who sees challenges as opportunities to grow, or the one who views them as insurmountable obstacles? The answer is clear. A growth mindset can lead to increased motivation and energy. When we believe we can improve, we're more inclined to put in the effort, to push through difficulties, to persevere. This mindset fuels our motivation, our energy, propelling us forward even when things get tough. But how do we cultivate a growth mindset? Firstly, understand that intelligence and ability are not fixed. You have the power to improve. Secondly, embrace challenges and see them as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. Thirdly, don't be deterred by setbacks. Instead, treat them as learning experiences, stepping stones to improvement. Lastly, put in the effort. Remember, it's not just about talent, it's about effort too. Now, this doesn't mean that you'll be good at everything instantly. It means that with time, practice, and patience, you can get better. And this belief, this mindset, can be the catalyst that drives your motivation, that fuels your energy. So, let's shift our mindsets. Let's believe in our capacity to grow, to improve, to overcome. Because when we do, we unlock a wellspring of motivation and energy within us. With the right mindset, the possibilities are endless. So, we've learned a lot about motivation and energy today. Let's take a moment to recap some of the key points we've discussed. We started by delving into the power of motivation, and how it serves as the driving force that propels us towards our goals. It's the spark that ignites the fire within us, pushing us to go beyond our limits and achieve greatness. We then moved on to some intriguing insights from psychology. We explored how our brains react to motivation, and how understanding these psychological aspects can help us tap into our energy reserves more effectively. We touched upon the significance of dopamine, the reward molecule, and the role it plays in motivation. Next, we dived into some practical tips to boost energy and motivation. We talked about setting clear and achievable goals, breaking them down into smaller, manageable tasks. We emphasized the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle, incorporating regular physical activity, and ensuring a balanced diet. We also discussed the value of taking regular breaks to recharge and refresh our minds. After that, we delved into the critical role of mindset in maintaining high energy and motivation levels. We stressed that a positive and growth-oriented mindset is key to sustaining motivation in the long run. We also highlighted how self-talk and visualization techniques can help cultivate this mindset. But remember, boosting motivation and energy is a process, not an overnight change. It's about making small, consistent efforts every day, gradually building up your energy levels and motivation. It's about being patient with yourself, understanding that progress may be slow, but as long as you're moving forward, you're on the right track. So take these insights, tips, and strategies, and start applying them in your life. Start small, take one step at a time, and gradually, you'll see the change. You'll feel more energized, more motivated, and more ready to take on whatever life throws at you. Remember, your energy and motivation are in your hands. Harness them, and you can achieve anything you set your mind to.